What if I said that everything we knew about the first Americans was wrong? Imagine a time when giant animals, even bigger than elephants, roamed the earth. Giant creatures with curved tusks and shaggy fur. Mighty mammoths once ruled the Ice Age plains. But these majestic giants weren't just admired from afar, and humans didn't just live among them. They hunted them. Recent discoveries buried beneath the soil of New Mexico have revealed mysteries that challenge our entire timeline. How did ancient people take down a 10-ton mammoth with nothing but stone tools? And what does that say about us? Stay tuned, because this story changes everything. Hi everyone, get ready for a new journey with Discovery Drift. Today, we're diving deep into the past, to a time when mammoths roamed the earth and early humans were just figuring out how to survive. Welcome to Ice Age America, a brutal land where survival was a daily battle. Today, we're exploring a groundbreaking discovery that rewrites everything we thought we knew about our ancient ancestors. A recent study has uncovered evidence that early Americans hunted mammoths and feasted on their meat. But how did they manage to do it? And what does this tell us about their lives and ingenuity? For centuries, we've known that early humans coexisted with mammoths, but the extent of their interaction has always been hotly debated. For years, archaeologists have argued over how much contact humans had with these incredible creatures in North America. Were mammoths hunted occasionally, or were they a consistent, vital part of ancient human diets and culture? Buckle up, because a brand new study has brought some explosive evidence to light that could shake everything we thought we knew. It all began at an archaeological site in New Mexico. What makes this study so compelling is the sheer volume of evidence and the modern methods used to analyze it. Researchers didn't just find a few scattered bones, they uncovered a carefully arranged cluster of mammoth remains showing undeniable signs of human processing. We're talking about clear-cut marks made by stone tools, proof that these mammoths were butchered on site. And it doesn't stop at cut marks. Scientists analyzed collagen from the bones, looked for traces of fire used in cooking, and even studied DNA. All of this paints a vivid picture. Early Americans weren't just stumbling upon dead mammoths. They were actively hunting and processing these massive animals for food and resources. The evidence comes from several key findings. First, the sheer number of Clovis points found at mammoth kill sites. These weren't just scattered here and there. They were often concentrated in areas where mammoth remains were also discovered, suggesting targeted hunting. This discovery is monumental because it offers direct proof that humans in America were hunting these enormous creatures nearly 37,000 years ago, much earlier than previously believed. And this raises some big questions. How did they do it? Hunting a mammoth with stone tools? That's no easy task. Archaeologists believe they likely used a combination of strategies. The Clovis people, who lived around 13,000 years ago, are often considered the ancestors of many Native American cultures. They were master toolmakers, known for their distinct fluted spear points called Clovis points. These weren't just pretty to look at, they were deadly weapons specifically designed for hunting big game. Still, hunting a mammoth was no small feat. These creatures were massive, powerful, and fiercely protective. We're talking about animals that could weigh up to 10 tons and stand over 13 feet tall. Taking one down required immense skill, planning, and teamwork. Armed with nothing but spears tipped with sharpened stones, early humans had to rely on strategy, collaboration, and sheer bravery. They may have worked in groups to drive a mammoth into a swamp or ravine, natural traps where it would be easier to kill. Or maybe they used more advanced projectile weapons like the atlatl, a spear-throwing device that dramatically increased their range and force. It's also likely they used knowledge of mammoth behavior to target weaker individuals or exploit vulnerabilities. Just imagine a group of hunters working together to isolate a mammoth from its herd. They may have used fire, noise, or natural obstacles to weaken and trap it before delivering the final blow. It was dangerous, but the reward was worth the risk for these ancient people. And the hunt wasn't just about meat, it was about survival on every level. Mammoths provided a treasure trove of resources. Their meat could feed an entire community for weeks or even months. Their bones and tusks were used to make tools, weapons, and even art. Their hides could be turned into clothing and shelter, providing warmth during brutal winters. Every part of the mammoth was used, highlighting the incredible resourcefulness of the Clovis people. But this story goes beyond survival. Evidence suggests these hunts may have held cultural or spiritual significance too. Could it be that ancient peoples saw mammoths as more than prey, as symbols of strength or sacred connections to the natural world? It's also important to remember that this isn't just the story of giants and ancient hunters. It's a story of resilience and ingenuity from the first people to call this continent home. By studying these ancient sites, we gain a deeper appreciation for their skills, knowledge, and connection to the land. However, the real significance of this study goes beyond hunting techniques. This discovery challenges long-standing beliefs about when humans first arrived in the Americas. Until recently, most scientists believed humans came to North America about 13,000 years ago via the Bering Land Bridge. But if people were hunting mammoths 37,000 years ago, that means they arrived much earlier and adapted far faster than we ever imagined. These giant hunters were incredibly resourceful, adaptable, and had a deep understanding of their environment. Now, here's where the story takes a darker turn. Around 11,000 years ago, many of these megafauna, including the woolly mammoth, went extinct. The Clovis culture disappeared around the same time. Was there a connection? The exact cause of megafaunal extinction is still debated. Climate change likely played a role, as the Earth warmed and habitats shifted. But many scientists also believe overhunting by Clovis people contributed. It's a cautionary tale about the potential impact even small human populations can have on the environment. Though the Clovis culture eventually vanished, their legacy lives on. They represent a pivotal moment in human history, a time when people adapted to harsh environments and developed sophisticated hunting strategies. Their story also highlights the importance of understanding our relationship with the natural world and the consequences of our actions. It's incredible to think about how resourceful and resilient our ancestors were. They didn't just survive, they thrived in one of the harshest environments imaginable. So why were mammoths so important? Well, think about the environment back then. North America was a very different place, cold climate and limited food sources. Mammoths provided a massive, reliable source of protein and fat, essential for survival in such tough conditions. But here's the twist. While humans did hunt mammoths, they weren't solely to blame for their extinction. Around 10,000 years ago, as the Ice Age ended, climate changes drastically altered their habitats. Combined with overhunting by humans, these massive animals eventually disappeared from the planet. The extinction of the mammoths marked the end of an era, but their legacy lives on in our understanding of human history and ingenuity. Today, their closest relatives, elephants, remind us of what we've lost and what we still have to protect. The story of ancient Americans and mammoths isn't just about survival. It's a powerful reminder of humanity's deep connection with nature. What are your thoughts on this? Can you imagine living alongside these Ice Age giants? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating stories. Until next time.